Alright, here's a method lead. You can see the swivel right here. Take the swivel out. And everything removes. You have what appears to be like a straw with a small piece of rubber on it. And then you have like, I guess it's an anti-tangle sleeve. First thing you do is take your main line, thread it down through it. When it comes out, and you can see where the anti-tangle sleeve is. Okay? Line comes out the bottom here, where that little short rubber sleeve is. And you can see the anti-tangle sleeve here. Anti-tangle sleeve, you want to face towards your rod, alright? Take your line, stick your line through, and then back through. And what you'll have, I don't know how well you can see this, but it's a loop and the tag end coming out this side. Do an overhand knot. And then take and stick your swivel back through the loop. And pull it tight. That's a Palomar knot, if you want to look it up. And I always do 2 overhand lock knots on top. You don't have to do this, but I do. And everybody says if you moisten it, it does a bit better in tightening down, but trim off the excess. Alright, this is how it should be on the end of your line. Alright. I use 17-pound trilene for my main line and 12-pound for my leader, so I don't lose my method lead. Alright. Take you a piece of leader about 12 inches long and double it over. Do an overhand knot with the loop on the end and make a very small loop, no longer than about 3/4 of an inch. I usually do mine about a 1/2 inch. This is what your base can go on, alright? Pull it tight. And I mean nice and tight, because it can come undone if you don't pull it tight. Alright. Trim the excess off. And then I use, let me get it out here, I use a size 6 hook. I use Gamakatsu hooks. Alright. I don't know if you can see that. Now, because of the way the eye's shaped on this one, take this leader you made that has a loop on the end, right? And face it down and stick the straight piece of line right up through the eye of the hook. Alright. You want this loop hanging off the bottom of the hook far enough that you can put 2 pieces of corn. Alright. And then here at the eye, take the line and wrap it around 7 times. Well, technically, it's like 7.5 times. But then come up back through the back edge of the hook, up through the eye. And pull it tight. It's a knotless knot for a hair rig. Alright? And it's not perfectly straight, but what you can do is take something like a fish hook and hold it on this loop like this, and then get you a pot of tea boiling or something, some water boiling, and what you want to do is you want to just lightly steam this so it steams straight. Alright, now here's the next part. Take your swivel, stick it through the swivel and back through again, and figure out about how long you want your leader, or in some places they call it a hook length. Now here's the tricky part. You do an overhand knot with that loop again, right? This is a reverse Palomar. Okay? Take your hook and stick it through that loop. Alright? And then take your tag in and stick it through that loop. Alright? And then grab the two and pull it tight. And then trim the excess off. Leave about 1 millimeter or maybe a 1/16 of an inch of a tag. That allows for line stretch. And then here you go. Now, to put my corn on, I use craft rubber bands. Alright? You can take your fishing pliers and cut it to make a bait stop. Okay. Now, I use quite a bit of corn. Take a baiting needle or a jig head that you've straightened out and press it down in your corn. And if you've made this properly, it'll only take 2 pieces of corn. Alright. Take and hook the barbs onto that loop. Now here's the tricky part. Stick your hair bait stop, which is that little piece of rubber band, down where the corn is at. And then pull your corn down against it. This one I made a little long, so it's long enough for 3 pieces of corn. You can see I've got enough space for a 3rd piece of corn. But that's what that should look like. And you can see this whole rig is probably about 5 inches long to the swivel. Okay? Now here's the next thing you do. make you a pack bait. You can do one from oatmeal, or you can do one from panko. Panko is just breadcrumbs. Alright? And don't worry, you will make a mess. That's why you're fishing on the bank. Pack it down on that method lead. Alright? If you want to, you can use the mold I sent you. Well, and then take your hook, stick your hook down inside that pack, and you cast that out. And now you have how to make them, how to rig up a method lead. So, I hope you like this. If you like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. But I mean, this isn't perfect by any means, but this is a way of doing it, and I've caught several carp on it. So, there you go, guys.